In this video, I'm going to show you how you can be dangerously productive with these few habits that you would not have thought of. So a little bit about myself. My name is Tony Pham, and I am a second year electrical engineering student. Just finished my second year actually. And for the past 2 years, I have really tried to tune in on my efficiency and productivity rather than purely focusing on the output that I could produce, which is what I used to do back when I was in high school. Spent a lot of time studying, being busy all the time because I thought that was what productivity meant. And this efficiency focused approach has given me great results, as you can see. This is my 2024, my first year engineering results, and this is my second year. I'm a consistent distinction and high distinction student. So the results do show, and the stuff that I've been doing has worked for me, and I believe it'll work for you as well. This is me receiving a first year engineering student award. This is specifically the P.W. Stevens Engineering Prize, awarded to the student with the highest overall GPA of their cohort, which is pretty sick. So that's some credibility from my side for you to start trusting me, and we'll get straight into it. So the first habit that you need to start doing is moderate exercise paired with cold shower. Okay, with moderate exercise, you'd want to do it first thing in the morning. It gets the oxygen into your brain. You feel more alert, feel more awake, and it's also excellent if it's paired with sunlight. The reason for that is sunlight resets your circadian rhythm. It helps you to to be more productive throughout your day, helps you have a consistent sort of energy level rhythm throughout your day. And sunlight also gives you vitamin D, which helps reduce brain fog. So sunlight is just a beautiful thing paired with moderate exercise in the morning. A light run outdoor works well for me. I think it works well for most people. You just go for a little stroll. I do about 2 kilometers, just little light jogging, nothing too crazy, no sprints. And you'd want to take a cold shower after you have gone for the run. And the reason why cold shower works great after the run is once the oxygen has entered your brain, you feel more awake. You'll feel even more awake once you have taken the cold shower. The reason for that is it gives you a mental high because it triggers the release of dopamine, which is the feel good chemicals, the motivation chemicals that you start to experience in your brain, and also the adrenaline, which is, as you already know, what gives you that energy to power through any task within your day. And cold shower also triggers your sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight response, is the alertness thing within your brain, and it just helps you to feel super awake. You'll feel like Superman, you feel like you just chugged a few monster cans. You feel so awake after you've taken the cold shower. So if you pair these two things together as the first thing within your day, you're guaranteed to conquer the day. You can do anything you want. You can be as productive as you need to be. Promise. Okay, the second habit that I have implemented that has worked great for me in terms of productivity is keeping distracting things out of your vision. Now, your peripheral vision is dangerously good at picking up the tiniest little details within your vision. All right. This is especially obvious within a library setting. So let's say you're studying in the library, you're sitting at a desk, you're doing your thing, you're focusing, but then in the corner of your eye, you can see someone entering the room. You wouldn't think that's something so drastic. I mean, you're not actively focusing on it, you're just seeing it in your peripheral vision, right? Well, guess what? Your brain, even though it is subconsciously, passively picking that up, it damages your focus. And those things, they accumulate. So every time someone enters the room, your focus is damaged. And what's dangerous about this is, let's say you're in a flow state. When you notice something like that, your your focus, it doesn't just go back to flow straight away. The problem with that is you take you take about 20 minutes to get back into flow. Studies have shown that's the average time that a person takes to get into flow. So you basically reset the amount of time that takes you to get back into flow state when you are distracted. So you need to keep dangerous things outside of your vision. And how I do this is obviously I don't have my phone within my vision. That's really distracting. For me, I keep my guitars as well outside of my vision because I like playing guitars. I love playing guitars, but when I'm trying to focus, I don't have it in my field of view because when I see it, I will get distracted. I will want to start playing the guitar and my focus is diminished. So my focus significantly improved after I started implementing this habit. Swear to God, like I can focus 10 times better. I can focus for like 2 hours, 3 hours, no problem studying. And what's interesting about keeping distracting things out of your vision is you don't need to have it, say, in another room for it to work. I literally, so let's say I have a laptop right in front of me. I'm just working. I notice that my phone is within my vision. If I'm too lazy to walk to another room to leave it, just to keep it away from me, what I do is I put the phone behind the laptop screen. So the laptop it's got like a screen pointing up like this, right? I put the phone behind it. So even though it's still very close to me, I don't see it. And what's funny is I just forget that the phone is even there in the first place. So I just focus, do my thing, put my phone on do not disturb, and I just have an insane work session. And then once I have finished my work session, I do my thing on my phone, check my emails, whatever, and I realize that oh shit, my phone is actually it's just been there the whole time, but I haven't been distracted by it. So that's the beautiful thing about keeping distracting things outside of your vision. The third habit that I started implementing very recently, actually, it's brought me great results, is using the doorway effect. Now, how the doorway effect works is, let's say you're in your house and you were gonna go to, let's say, the bathroom to get a few stuff. The way from where you are to your bathroom has a few doorways. Okay, so you go through a few rooms, you go through the living room. Let's say you have to go through the kitchen, whatever, and then you get to the bathroom. Once you get to the bathroom, I know that you guys have experienced this. You forget what you were supposed to get. Let's say you were supposed to get three things. You go there, you're like, okay, I got my first thing, the toothbrush, my second thing, the toothpaste. What the hell was the third thing? Okay? This is the doorway effect. It sort of resets your working memory by going through a few doorways and going through a new environment. So, how did I use this to improve my productivity? This doorway effect is excellent when you are trying to overcome procrastination. Let's say right now you are overthinking about starting a task, a very dreadful task, and you're just stressed about it, you're procrastinating, you don't know how to start it. What you should do, what I recommend you to do is go for a little walk, leave your house, go around the block. It would be great if you can walk through a few doorways, but I don't know how you could do that. You might look stupid just walking around your house going through a few doorways. But essentially what happens once you do that, once you go for a little walk, is your working memory within your workroom resets. And once you have taken that walk and you go back to your room, you'll feel so much less stressed and you feel so much less friction to start the task. And all this procrastination feeling that you have felt prior sort of disappears because your working memory has resetted. Your working memory, your thoughts on starting the task, how dreadful it is, it's kind of resetted. And you are back in sort of like a fresh state. You're all fresh. You're you're just ready to go. You don't feel the procrastination anymore. So once you've come back, you'll just start the task. It's so much easier, so much better. And I've started implementing this doorway effect recently when I don't feel like doing something. So let's say I was gonna record this video. I didn't know what to say. I was a bit hesitant on actually pressing the record button on my camera. I was afraid that I wasn't gonna have the best video, saying the things that I should be saying. But I just walked around the house, walked through a few doors because I'm home alone. I don't look goofy doing that. And once I've come back, it's just so much easier to start recording. I don't feel the stress anymore. I just feel so ready to go. So that's the beautiful thing about the doorway effect. And those were the three things that have helped me increase my productivity. And I believe it'll work for you as well. I hope you will implement these things into your day and see great results in your productivity as a student. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.